Hi guys, welcome back to 35th video tutorial of J2Ee. So as we discussed in previous tutorial, so we are going to see what are our classes and interfaces available within the JSP, which is I can call it as JSP API. So in JSP API, we will be having very important packages. The first one will be Java Xstart Servlet Jar JSP. So the first one will be Java Xstart Servlet.jsp. So as you see in here, this is an extension to the servlet. It is a package of Java Xstart Servlet again, and the sub package was JSP, and the other package will be Java Xstart Servlet.jsp tag text. So these the other tag text. These are tag X. These having tag related information, and this particular tag extension package will have all JSP tags. What are the tags you're going to define within the JSP? Let's see what are all interfaces available within the Java Xstart Servlet.jsp. So let me describe this way: Java Xstart Servlet.jsp. Within this, we're looking at interfaces. So the interfaces are JSP page. So JSP page is an interface which actually useful for referring the JSP page reference, and the other interface will be HTTP JSP page. So these are all the two interfaces we have within the Java Xstart Servlet.jsp package. Let's see what are all classes we have. JSP writer, which is similar to our print writer in servlets, and page context. So the page context will be used for accessing the application level variables. And the third one will be JSP factory, which is actually useful for getting the JSP factory classes. JSP engine info, and JSP exception for exception handling. JSP error. So these are all the classes and interfaces we have within the JSP Java Xstart Servlet.jsp package. Let's see how actually these classes and interfaces hierarchy looks like. So on top, so the parent class will be, or parent interface will be the servlet. So for servlet, there is a sub package, subclass, which is your JSP page, and the third one will be HTTP JSP page. So these are all the derived classes I can say. So servlet interface is an parent for all the JSPs and HTTP JSP page interfaces, and for HTTP JSP page is an parent class. So these are all the child and these is the parent. So let's see what and all methods are available within the JSP page, so which is about our the very basic JSP page interface. So the one method will be void underscore JSP service. Like how we have a method which is in the service method in the servlet, the same way you will be having a method within the JSP interface which is called as underscore JSP service. So there is only one method we have within this. So whenever you call any JSP, the service method will be invoked, and whatever the functional logic you put in your JSP file, that will actually placed within the service method. So whatever the Java code you will be writing, so that will actually placed within the service method. So these are all the different classes and interfaces under the JSP API. And the good news is, like, we don't need to use these classes and interfaces, and we don't need to extend or implement these classes and interfaces like how we did for servlet programming, like extending one particular servlet and overriding the methods within that. So these kind of operations we don't need to do, and it just for the knowledge sake I explained. And these are all the classes and interfaces. You should make sure these the hierarchy, it should work. And you should remember the servlets, the JSPs are actually internally creates a servlet files, as I mentioned in the lifecycle diagram. So the JSPs internally creates a servlet Java file, which will actually goes to the compiler, how it goes, how the regular servlets are going. So for developer purpose, we have JSPs are available that makes the development fast. So these are all the classes and interfaces you should remember. You don't need to override these classes and all. So the next tutorial we're going to discuss about a very important topic, which is the scripted class, scripting elements. So what are the scripting elements we have it in the JSP, that we can discuss in the next tutorial. So that's a very important tutorial, and so the next consecutive tutorials will be very much important. Those are programming, and you should be very concentrated on those tutorials. So thanks guys, thanks for watching.